Yo, what's poppin'? We are here today for WBE Week 5, and it's not just any week, okay? This is the hype week, okay? WBE Week 5, we're taking on my good friend Joey, Pokeaimmd'S, and we're both undefeated right now, which is why it makes it so exciting, because one of us will be handing the other their first L, which is always fun to see. You know, we're the last two standing right now. One of us has to lose over the other. We're both really doing well in the league so far. Solid opponents, solid players overall on both sides. So I think we'll definitely do well with our team that we have here. But let's talk about the matchup. Now he's bringing Cinderace, Corviknight, Dracloak, Eldegoss, Gardevoir, Haxorus, Gmax Orbeetle, Pangoro, Piloswine, and Quillfish. Very threatening team overall. I think in this matchup, he does have the slight advantage just because of Gardevoir and Haxorus. Like Gardevoir, look at this thing. Gardevoir easily runs Psychic Moonblast and then Mystical Fire. Like the coverage, looking at just the draft that I have, it's pretty insane, like what it can do. So we gotta watch out for that. Also, Haxorus can run like Dragon Dance or Band or something, or like even SD, and start punching holes through my team. So that's another Pokemon that is really threatening versus my own squad and just my Pokemon in general for my draft. So like essentially what I'm trying to say is I feel like I know what he'll bring just because of how big of threats they are. Like I'm sure I'll see Cinderace. I'm sure that Corviknight will also appear, Gardevoir, Haxorus, Gmax Orbeetle, and then like Piloswine or maybe Quillfish in one of the last few slots. Could also shuffle in or something. Quillfish is also really good too because of Intimidate and Poison type Pokemon for Grimmsnarl. So that's something we got to watch out for. I tried to find a weakness or a hole to his team that I can exploit, and I created a Grimmsnarl set, which is I'm sure you've seen before if you play like on the OU ladder and stuff, but it's a really good Grimmsnarl set, I feel, especially versus Joey's team. I'm running a bulk up Rest Talk Grimmsnarl with Darkest Lariat. Just one attack in Darkest Lariat. And I think that's great, as long as he does not decide to bring Pangoro, which I don't think he will, because firstly, he's never actually brought Pangoro before. And secondly, I just have a lot of options for Pangoro. Fairy coverage on a lot of my team, and just the speed tier that Pangoro is not really that great versus my team. Even though, it is viable. Like, I don't have very limited fighting type switch-ins, since my only fighting type switch-in is Xatu, and that kind of gets destroyed by like one of its moves on the dark side. So we gotta watch out for Pangoro, but other than that, like, it's a really good set. If he doesn't bring Pangoro, granted, of course, that we are able to sleep talk the right stuff like Darkest Lariats when we need to, that would be nice. So Roselli Berry allows us to actually take the hit really well from Gardevoir. Even in our regular form, we only take about like 50 or so, but in Gmax we take like much less than that, which is great for this Pokemon to check Gardevoir really well. And the Emvee spread allows us, of course, to take the hit really well from Gardevoir. It also lives a banded or a +1 Iron Tail or like Poison Jab and stuff from Haxorus after a bulk up, which is great. In the Gmax form, of course, it'll just live everything and sponge all the hits. So I do like Gmax Grimmsnarl a lot in this matchup. So we'll definitely be bringing that, even though he has a lot of great options for like Gardevoir, Quillfish, even Corviknight, which is going to be faster and has like steel attacks and stuff. I mean, it's going to be a very annoying matchup, but Grimmsnarl is great for this one. I think Rest Talk is great versus Steam. Get priority Darkest Lariats if we are able to roll that, which is fantastic. Then we have Arcanine. So I'm running a bulkier sort of Arcanine, but it's still fast. So it has the heavy duty boots with Intimidate. And I'm running Intimidate even though he has the potential for Mirror Armor Corviknight. The Intimidate will, even though it bounces back, does not lower our attacks or our damage outputs because we're running special attacks with Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse hitting Pokemon such as the Haxorus, Dracloak, and the Cinderace for neutral damage, which could be really good. And then Flamethrower hitting everything else pretty hard as well. With Roar, so that we can actually phase out Pokemon such as the like bulk up or Iron Defense Corviknights, the setup variants of Orbeetle as well. So I think Roar is fantastic to keep. Could even Roar the Calm Mind or just the bulky Gardevoir sets that could try to set up on us too. So then we have Morning Sun to heal ourselves up to a good amount of health. The Emvee spread allows us to be able to take hits pretty well. On the physical side, it avoids getting to it KO'd by High Jump Kick from Cinderace, so that's great. Avoids getting to it KO'd, I should say, specifically if Cinderace is not intimidated, which is key because Intimidate will lower the attacks of his physical attackers really well. and live hits that we needed to. Seismitoad, Chinese Seismitoad coming back here. Look at this thing. Look at this Pokemon right here. With the Eevee Spread we got here. And we got speedy Chinese Seismitoad with AV and Poison Touch. Like, if we can activate this thing, or if we can get this thing going, that'd be kind of nice. But Poison Touch allows this thing, so we have Poison Jab with, even if we have a Modest Nature, it's fine. Like, we're reducing our attack, but that's still fine because Poison Jab will guaranteed 2-hit KO Gardevoir either way. And it's great because it does more damage than Sludge Bomb. Gardevoir has a higher SPDF than defense. So I have Poison Jab on this thing, which does a lot of damage, and also has the increased chance of getting poison with 30% chance, and then another 30% chance it becomes like 50 something if you do the statistical probability mathematical equation correctly. And then yeah, so we got Scald, Earth Power, Icy Wind. The reason I'm not running the Water Absorb is because Gardevoir can trace it, so I don't want my Scald to get walled. Rhyme intended. And then yeah, so pretty nice mon with the Chinese EV spread here. It lives an energy ball from Gardevoir, which is nice with the AV. Then it has enough HP and defense to take a Banded Outrage from full, and then enough speed to outrun Haxorus after the Icy Wind, while still also outrunning max speed, plus attack nature Pangoro. Then we have Xatu, which is there for Magic Bounce, Roost, T-Wave, Foul Play and stuff for the physical attackers. Rocky Helmet, my favorite item, one of my favorite items. And just a more defensive set, faster than Corviknight, I think is what I said it to be, so that we can get off a faster T-Wave. Then we have Escavalier with 2 attacks, Iron Defense, SD. Nothing really too special about it other than the fact that it just says Aqua Berry, and Aqua will allow me to check the Gardevoir. It takes a +1 Mystical Fire pretty well with Aqua easily, so it can do that, and then knock it out with Iron Head. And then finally, Blunder Policy, Dracozolt. And I'm running Blunder Policy because this thing can actually sweep his team if we miss an attack at the right moment. Like the thing with this team, right? It's so good versus his team because, like, granted with the matchup and stuff, it's really bad, but it's like so good versus his team if we get the right rolls with Sleep Talk, if we get the right activation with Dracozolt and stuff like that. Like, it just depends on if there's fortune in our favor, which I hope there will be, but we'll see. I gotta play after this, of course, so it's live comm too, so even I don't know what's gonna happen yet. I'm excited though. But yeah, enough speed to outrun, like I said, same speed as the Xatu, so it's mainly for the Corviknight if he brings max speed Corviknight. That's why I have this thing. And just max attack, it hits really hard with Hustle. We may miss, but hopefully we don't. Dracozolt hasn't really impressed me too much in the games that I've played. I've only brought it, like, I think once before this, but hasn't really impressed me too much, but we'll see if it can in this matchup. That's gonna be the team. Overall, like I said, the biggest threats are that Gardevoir, which has coverage for literally everything on my team. If we get rid of that, it should be much easier for us. So we'll see how that goes. And the Haxorus, if we get rid of that early, Haxorus going away early is really great too, because it does not allow him to, like, get off a Poison Jab or something and, like, just break through our team, because it has a good speed tier faster than Arcanine and Xatu and stuff. So it's annoying, but we'll see how it goes. And imagine bulk up Grimmsnarl putting in the work. I think it can with the Rest Talk set here. It should be pretty fun, but let's cue into the game. It should be starting up very soon, so I'll get into that, and I'll cue into it right now. Yo, what's poppin'? You already know what time it is. WBE Week 5 versus none other than my boy Pokeaimmd'S, also known as Joey. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm sure you've all been waiting for this match with high anticipation. It should be a lot of fun. For sure. I haven't played him in like 2 years in a draft league. Last time was GBA Season 7, where we Dragon-tailed him out of the game. So now I'm sure he will have been waiting, biding his time to come back and get me. So let's see what he has. Okay, let's see what he's bringing. Not really nervous in this match, just because it's my boy Joey. I get more nervous when I play people that are less experienced, just because I don't want to lose. But let's see what he's got. So Gardevoir, ooh, okay. So the first thing I noticed is that he actually did not bring his Gmax. Interesting. But he has a threatening team nonetheless, with Gardevoir, Corviknight, Quillfish, Cinderace, Haxorus, and Piloswine. So I'm just gonna lead with my Seismitoad here. I think Seismitoad is a pretty fantastic lead either way. so it should be good. It does cover a lot of his potential leads, like Cinderace, perhaps, or Piloswine even. Though he could lead with Gardevoir or Haxorus, so we'll see what ends up happening. Alright, so he leads out with the Haxorus, okay. So very interesting. So I know that I EV'd my Seismitoad. Oh, he has the Unnerve, okay, of course. Not Mold Breaker. I know that I EV'd my Seismitoad to take a Bandit Outrage. So I think what I can do is just go for the Icy Wind. It actually goes right for the Swords Dance. Okay. That is perfectly fine. Get this Icy Wind off here. Which does some pretty decent damage, of course. Lowering his speed. Now, my Seismitoad is going to be faster than this thing. So I feel like I could possibly go for the Earth Power. Which should do some decent damage, for sure. I'm surprised he didn't bring his G-Maxmon, actually. Which is quite interesting. I kind of want an Earth Power here, even though my Seismitoad might just get destroyed by the move that he goes for. But I think Earth Power is fine, because this Haxorus is a huge, huge threat. So I do want to weaken it. And it's not enough to knock it out, though. He goes to the Dragon Claw, +2. Knocks me out here. And he's Life Orb, so he knocks himself out in the process, too. So it's a trade Seismitoad for Haxorus. One that I don't mind too much, I think. So that's okay, I think. I think what I'll do here is go into my Arcanine. Arcanine can intimidate what he brings in. I don't know if he'll bring in Quillfish or Piloswine or Cinderace, but I feel like bringing in the Arcanine here, and he does decide to bring in the Cinderace. So that's pretty good. We do get the Intimidate off, which is nice. So he might just go for the U-turn. He might just go for the U-turn here. I feel like he'd go into Quillfish if he does decide to U-turn. Or even the Piloswine. So I could just go for a Dragon Pulse. Alternatively, I could switch out here into Xatu to get Rocky Helmet Chip. But then he gets the switch initiative, so it might not be as optimal. I do think what I want to do is go for the potential Dragon Pulse might be nice just to get some damage off on this. It's going to be like a 3 to 4 KO. It's not doing much damage. And I figured he'd bring Super Fang as well. But we are really defensive. We don't get knocked out by a high jump kick either. Though we also could have Taunt. So I am going to Morning Sun here. He could Taunt here, of course, but even if he does, it should be okay, I think. I just don't want to overpredict without seeing anything, because I have in my mind thought about him running a Super Fang Taunt set. But I don't want to assume that it is unless it is. He is, okay. Very good prep. I could still weaken this thing, which would be really nice. He could also U-turn out here, which would be another good play, which he does. So I can Morning Sun later. That is going to be the Quillfish, okay. Which does have Intimidate as well. So he's going to go for the Dragon Pulse here. Now the cool thing is that he doesn't have a G-Max, so the he who Dynamaxes or Gigantamaxes first, loses first, does not apply. So his rule does not apply here, which is pretty good. I'm going to go Xatu, in case he has Spikes or T-Spikes or something. So we're going to go into that. As he goes right for the Poison Jab, okay. So any chip damage on the Quillfish is good. He gets the poison immediately, which is alright, I guess. Gets to heal himself back up a little bit too. Which is alright. I think here what I could do is I feel like he'd go into Xatu here. I feel like Xatu's a really good thing that he could do. So I really want to go into I really want to go into Escavalier predicting Gardevoir to come in. I feel like he'd bring in Gardevoir. I don't know if he'd risk going into something else that has T-Wave. So I do want to go into Escavalier. He goes for the waterfall, okay. That actually does a ton of damage though, hold up. What do I need to do to win? I mean, knocking off this thing would be nice. Getting rid of his Black Sludge. Maybe I overpredicted there, but as long as I have my G-Max in the back, I should be fine. That looks like max attack. Yep, got rid of his item, so he cannot heal up himself anymore, which is fantastic. I'm going to preserve my HP on Escavalier because I know I can take a Mystical Fire from Gardevoir with my Aqua Berry from this range. So I'm going to go with Xatu here, I think. Though he may knock me out, but at the same time, that puts him in range of Arcanine, which is really good. And I think the Grimmsnarl can put in the work in the end. I really think it can. So he will knock us out here with a crit. We definitely, I think we would have lived that for sure, 100%. So the crit definitely sucks because it would have knocked him out with the helmet. But it's alright. So Quillfish, super weak right now. Gonna go for a Flamethrower here, I think, is my play. A Flamethrower should definitely knock it out. Yep. So he has 4 Mons. I also have, I think, 4 Mons as well. He goes into his, yep, Cinderace. So we do have Dracozolt for it as well. Which I mean, we could go into it to start weakening the Piloswine. We can beat the Corviknight with our own Arcanine and our Grimmsnarl too. Because Grimmsnarl is bulk up Darkest Lariat and goes through the bulk ups of Corviknight because it ignores its defense boosts. So I do kind of want to go into Dracozolt here. So he'll definitely U-turn here for sure. Which means I do want to low kick. Predicting him to go into Piloswine. Just try to get as much damage on that as I can, basically. But he goes Corviknight. Good play. Unfortunate that my blunder policy activated right now. Okay. So here I think he'll definitely go into Piloswine. So I'm going to low kick again. He stayed in twice, and I missed twice. That's so annoying. Missing the first time was annoying because that just wasted my item. So, I mean, I don't know. So now he goes into it. I mean, yeah. Shook off the taunt. Let's see what I can do here. How do I salvage this? I know that bulk ups can potentially win me the game. I mean, I guess I'll just low kick for damage, I guess. I don't know what else I can go into. That's good damage, though. It might be time to say goodnight. It might be time. Because I'm not sure what Piloswine could do to this thing. But we will find out. I'm gonna bulk up here. So this, oh, he switches out. Okay, hold up. This is actually really good. He goes into, this thing, okay. So I don't think I need to G-Max just yet. But I'm not sure what moves or what other things he might do. I could also bulk up again. I know Corviknight gets, because he could also be sub. Actually, I could also Darkest Lariat here too. This is tough. Because I don't know what set his Corviknight is. I want to bulk up again, I think is the play. Because he has U-turn, so I'm not sure what else he would have. Brave Bird. Okay, hold up. That's not that bad at all. That is not bad at all. Okay, let's start getting some damage off. So he is faster, guaranteed. Then we can get some damage off here. That's really good damage too. So I think the play would be to bulk up again and then rest and start sleep talking, I think. That would be our play. Because then it becomes so threatening for him. Another bulk up would put us at +3. We guarantee leave the hit. And then rest sleep talk and then I think put in the work. So we'll get another bulk up here. Rest talk is going to put in a ton of work here, I think. This is beautiful. So let's go for the rest. So this puts him in a bit of a predicament because Sleep Talk is priority. And as long as we hit Darkest Lariats with our priority, it's going to be so good. Alright. Let's get some priority Lariats here. So we Sleep Talk here. Let's see what we get. Darkest Lariat, there we go. So Corviknight is gone. He's gonna bring in Gardevoir here, okay. And trace my Prankster. So here's the thing, I have the berry that resists fairy type attacks. Would my play be to Sleep Talk or G-Max and take the hit better so that I wake up on the next turn to knock him out? So here's the thing, right? If I do that, I waste my Gmax though. I have also 2 chances to roll the Darkest Lariat. Actually, no, I have 1 chance. That's tough. Because I feel like I could also Gigantamax here just to live the hit better. No, I think I definitely, I think I Sleep Talk, try to get the Darkest Lariat. That's what I have to do. Let's get the Darkest Lariat. If we get it here, we win the game. Oh, he subs. We get the Darkest Lariat at least though, break a sub. Let me get the bulk up. Ah, okay. So that's smart. So he could sub to outstall my my thing, which is really good for him. That's really good prep on his part, I think. If I Gigantamax, he could sub to stall it out, which is the problem. But then if I switch out, I lose a lot of momentum. Okay, so I think I have to just Gmax an attack. That's tough. But he could stall it out though, that's the only problem. That's why I really wish I rolled the Darkest Lariat, because then I would have won the game right then and there. But we didn't get it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like a Moonblast would take us out. Special attack job is whatever. Sub Gardevoir. The Gardevoir was so good versus my team too. So he could sub twice, in theory. Ah, if we got the Darkest Lair, I really wish we got the Darkest Lair, but I mean, it was probably asking for too much. Good prep on your part. Good prep. I'll just attack again. He actually switches out here. Hold up. What does he sack? He sacks the Pillow Swine. That's really... Actually, that's not bad. Hold up. That means maybe Arcanine might have a chance, potentially, but I'm not sure. Well, he wants to keep this thing healthy. So I think that's fine. So the question is, I think we have to sack this thing. Let me just see if we can actually live from full, but I don't think we can. Let me see, Grimmsnarl. Versus Gardevoir. So I think he actually... It's kind of a roll to knock us out. Actually, yeah, it is a roll to knock us out. It is a roll to knock us out if he's timid. So my play probably is to rest. Even if I get knocked out, that's fine, because I can check it with, I can check it later with my Escavalier. If he has Mystical Fire, that is. It's a 37.5% chance to KO. Ah, there we go. We still have a chance. If we get the Darkest Lariat, we have a chance to win this game. Right now. I'm saying this right now. Sleep Talk, don't fail me now. Well, of course, I mean, he has the Prankster, so this will at least get it really weakened, though. Don't fail me, buddy. Don't fail me. Darkest Lariat, that's one. So we'll at least get it weakened. Alright. So he has to sub again, I think, in order to avoid it. So he copies Prankster, which is really, like, that's such good prep because it gives him priority subs. So I gotta get another Darkest Lariat. Come through, buddy. Come through, please. Come through, Grimmsnarl. And do we get the Darkest Lariat right here? No, we don't. That's annoying. Very annoying. But I mean, we can't. I guess we can try again. %37.5% chance to knock us out. Nice, nice. Yo, this is a tough game. It's so tough. Let's get the Lariat here. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's tough. Actually, yeah, if his Prankster sub allowed him to avoid getting avoid taking the damage from Lariat. So yeah, I think what I said before was incorrect, but yeah. Shoot, that's tough. I'm just gonna knock here. Yeah, he does have Mystical Fire. Yeah, maybe I should have just attacked and sacked the Grimmsnarl, and then gone into this or something. I think that's what I should have done. Good set by Gardevoir, or good prep with the Gardevoir. And I think yeah, Psychic is his last move too. So I think we'll lose this game 2-0. I mean, which is it's alright. Gives me an idea of how to prep next time. Yeah, he does have Psychic as the last. Okay. That's stupid Gardevoir, man. Like, that's crazy. I thought I brought a good set. Even if I'm Morning Sun, I'm pretty sure he can stall me out with his moves. Like, I guess just to kind of gauge how much it does, we can go for the Morning Sun here. Just to see. But I'm pretty sure it's a 2-hit KO. Yeah, Psychic. Yeah, it's doing too much. I thought we brought some fun stuff, though. I thought we did. Yeah, not quite enough. So I think the way I could have potentially won this game was not to try to go for the rest talk with Grimmsnarl, because that was too risky. I probably should have sacked it, then gone to Scavalier, and then gone for like the knockoff or something, try to win with Arcanine in the end, depending on what he had last. But yeah, tough game for sure. That puts us at 4-1, and he's still undefeated at 5-0. Not bad, but hey, it's all good. The point is, of course, to make playoffs. So you know, whatever loss we have here, we'll try to get over it and try to make the playoffs, and then of course try to win there. We have to win there. That's where we got to win. But yeah, definitely good prep on his part. Like, I knew he'd bring some kind of Gardevoir set with Trace, but I think the sub one was pretty good. I completely forgot though that my prankster would you know, he would copy my prankster with sub, and then I couldn't go for the faster Lariat, which I think I'd have to remember next time if I do bring the same set, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this this battle, and I think it was a pretty good one overall at that. Not too much hacks. I mean, I did get crit a little bit and missed a couple of times, but I mean, I think his Gardevoir was really good. I probably could have played it better in the end. When Gardevoir first came in though, if I had gotten the right Sleep Talk roll with the Darkest Lariat and been able to break the sub, I would have still had my berry. I would have been decently healthy as well to take the hit, knock it out with the Darkest Lariat, and then being able to win the game there. So I think it came down to that, and then I had to really sort of get the right rolls that I needed from Sleep Talk, which I did not get, unfortunately. So that's kind of how it went. But either way, you know, still a solid game, and we'll try to bounce back for the next week. Be sure to check out Joey, of course. We're gonna be doing, I think, a post-comment review on his side. He usually does those, so we'll do that. And yeah, so see you guys on the next video, and peace.